Scrapbooking.com magazine is proud to bring you the following Meet the Artist article from the June 2013 issue. Carla Sondheim by Judy Kaufman. Imagine that you are looking down at the sidewalk. It's been a rough winter and there are many cracks. Do the cracks look like a dog or a giraffe? Does your eye spy the shape of a rabbit? For Carla Sondheim, those sidewalk cracks are the starting point for art, as are the clouds, blobs of paint, or random pieces of torn paper. In fact, everything is the starting point for her work. Everything she sees leads to something interesting, colorful, whimsical, and wonderful. I am an unabashed fan of Carla's. We've never met in person, but I've taken 2 of her online classes, and we talked on the phone for hours before I began writing this profile, a conversation that took many detours. Early on I said to her, "I think you are both a wise old soul and someone who is 11. She maintains a childlike sense of wonder, and yet she's every bit a grown-up, a survivor of many challenges. Carla has always been creative, though she didn't pick up watercolors and paints until she was in her 30s. Her mother was an art teacher and, like Carla, self-taught. Carla's first show was in 2002, called Faces I've Seen. It proved that she was on the right track. She and her husband moved to Seattle in 2009, and things really began to gel. Carla's first book, Drawing Lab, came out in 2010 and was followed by 2 more books. She launched a series of online classes just before the first book came out and travels widely to teach as well. "I love to teach," said Carla. "It's my mission to help people overcome their fear of drawing. I love to get someone for 3 hours and send them off renewed and with the ability to make marks on paper and not judge themselves so harshly. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I was floundering. I was 45 and I felt a bit like I'd wasted my whole life. Well, now I realize everything leads to something else. My life was a complete setup for what is happening now." Carla's days are very full, but there are plans for a children's book. "I've come to mostly embrace that I don't have a long attention span," said Carla. "Painting, drawing, sewing, writing. It turns out that I'm actually a writer, though the idea of story terrified me. I'm learning along with my students." Carla Sondheim is such a special person, a teacher who gives with all her heart and energy, and a student who learns from everything and everyone. She said she felt lucky that I'm writing about her, introducing her to Scrapbooking.com readers, but I'm the lucky one. I can now call her one of my newest friends. We hope you enjoyed this article from Scrapbooking.com magazine. Please check out all of the great articles and projects in this month's issue.